We welcome you to Miami, Florida. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, no more time for scenics on Biscayne Boulevard. It's time for the action.
Ed, I've seen it so many times, and I've witnessed it. The scenic view can sometimes get the... Let's see if that's the case tonight.
Time to go inside the greatest club in the NBA. Dragic. That's the start they were looking for just as the fans were getting seated.
And I love that aggression. Stylistically, you have to come out and dictate the tempo of the ball game. Don't ease your way into it. Keep your foot on the gas.
Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Leonard, yes! Three-pointer is good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Dragic to Waiters. 4-3. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Leonard. Paul George. Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. Dragic. He made his first effort, but not that time. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Paul George at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Not that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Leonard to Beverly. Has a look. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Got it.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Leonard.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, count it. And he hits the second. 3 for 3. Nice. Goran Dragic, 2 of 4 now.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Paul George. James Johnson rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
George. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. To Butler. Dragic, and they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Subbing in for the Miami Heat, number 11, Dion Waiters.
Five to shoot for Miami. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Beverly. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
I got him. Here we go.
Defense making the ball handler work. Waiters. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
It's the Heat with the possession. Clippers have it. Rises for the slam.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
I got ball. This is all me.
Waiters. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To George. Follows his own shot with that one. Nice follow-up.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
Dragic. It's George with the rebound. George, well defended. The first quarter's complete, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Leonard. Now that's a contest. Trying to cash in. Deep. And a putback slam.
And that's what he does. I love players like this. We don't need to draw any plays for you to go out and get yours.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Clippers have the basketball. Leonard gets it in the right corner. To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
He throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
George, and it's good. Dragic into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Fires the three, drains it.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Beverly. To Paul George. Has a chance. Not going down for him this time. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Leonard. Beyond the arc for three. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Fires the three. Count the triple.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing now.
Here's Leonard for two. Tough shot. Hand in his face, he makes them pay.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Dragic. Tough shot. Well defended. To Leonard. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Lou Williams. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Leonard. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
To Dragic. Here's a chance from long range. Dragic wide open, knocks it down.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes...
Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Dragic, textbook defense. To Dragic. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And it's Zubac with the rebound. Williams into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Goran Dragic, 4 out of 10.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Dragic with it. His team down 9. Knocked loose. Dragic against Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
George, tough matchup against Butler. First half in the books. It's been all Clippers so far. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Beverly, Adebayo the rebound. Dragic. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Clippers have it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
You've got to get that one to go.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, But when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Dragic hits the three-pointer.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
George, it's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
Leonard. From long range, Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for three.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Dragic to Butler. Jimmy Butler, quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Dragic knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Beverly into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Leonard to Beverly. Patrick Beverly. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Dragic. Goran Dragic. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 76% from the line. First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Beverly. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Dragic. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Jimmy Butler. Goran Dragic pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Miami with the basketball. Butler cleaning the offense, slams it home on the putback. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
George to the basket, but it won't go to Leonard. For 3. Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Montrezl Harrell able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Butler, good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Time to shuffle things up. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. Dragic. That won't go.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Dragic drills the 3.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
George lets it fly, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Dragic Can't go down. Smothering defense. Kelly Olynyk sends it away. Deep three at the buzzer. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Third quarter comes to an end, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. They're looking up at a big margin, and that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
To Leonard. Gets to the basket and scores.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Dragic. That's how you defend. Williams across the timeline. His guys leading by 14. Working it outside to George. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Jimmy Butler for 2. And the rebound taken by the Clippers. To Paul George. Beverly. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
In the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
I'm looking at the bench right now, and the coach is saying, keep pushing it, keep going.
Leonard to George. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 16, James Johnson. Entering the game for the Clippers.
Almost, and he's not getting the call. The pass set it all up.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To Butler. Driving right to the basket. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 6 now.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Leonard, pass stolen by Miami.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Substitution being made in this one.
Team foul number 1. First foul in the last 2 minutes. Stepping in for the Clippers, number 22.
Butler, defended by Harkless. To Dragic. Patrick Beverly with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Harkless. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. Dragic. Cleans it up. Five seconds to shoot. And count the basket.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
And scores.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Dragic. He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Waiters buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Paul George to Harkless. Bam Adebayo with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Kawhi Leonard snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Points for Paul George.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Now the Heat gonna use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Lou Williams. Huge block. Dragic. Message received. Well defended. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Shot at the buzzer's good. Not the greatest show of sportsmanship. An already contentious battle has now come to a close. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now of the NBA on EA Sports.